everybody. My name is Dr. Ruth Moore. I am an integrative and holistic practitioner in Ellsworth, Maine. I am very excited to be able to introduce myself and the work that I will be doing to help support you as a 5Strand customer. From my personal experience, I know that through this incredible technology, healthy lifestyle choices, and diet modification, you can find ways to answer questions and resolve potential challenges that you're facing in your health. So you can see my befores and afters. I'm 52 years old, and this was my before at 220 pounds and my now at 123 pounds. Okay. Does this sound familiar? I live with chronic headaches, weight gain and bloating, depression, and a general sense of yuck. I dealt with indigestion, issues with going to the bathroom, and sadly, I developed a seizure disorder. For 10 years, I asked for help from the Veterans Administration, and they told me it was all in my head. Can you relate to that? The one test that they did not do was a nutritional sensitivity panel. They couldn't because the VA doesn't contract out or do this kind of testing. So I was at the mercy of the VA's limitations, and I kept getting sicker and sicker. So what does 5Strand testing do, and why am I speaking with you about 5Strand testing? So many people ask this because they do not understand the science behind it. Not everyone is nerdy like me, so my focus today will be to translate the science into everyday language for you. Bioresonance is the science of measuring the vibrational energy of living things. Every living thing has energy and is affected by the energy around it. Every living thing can make its own energy through complex chemical interactions at the cellular level. So every thought, sense, and physical feeling that we have is a result of energy passing through the neural network in the body to the brain, where it is decoded. And then it is relayed back to our internal systems for our body's operations. Many of my colleagues have come forward and said, well, I don't believe in that science. There's not enough science for me to follow it. So we're going to answer that with the million-dollar question today. How does modern medicine measure energy in the body? When we listen to a heartbeat, we know that the heart produces energy to make our bodies work. We can also measure the blood flow in the body and match that to our heartbeats to determine the state of our autonomic nervous system. As we measure our pulse points and feel the energy of another living being, we can feel our own energy as well. All of these clinical indicators are ways that standardized medicine and medical science has embraced the foundations of bioresonance. So, to get a foundation of it, we're going to talk about the electromagnetic model. So how many people have been outside on a warm sunny day and touched something metal that was in the direct sunlight? This is the effect of solar radiation, and it is a form of energy that exists in the full light spectrum, hence why we put the sun in the corner. Now think about how many people have gotten sunburned on a sunny day or a cloudy overcast day. This sunburn, like the heated metal example, is a physical reaction to solar radiation. Solar radiation occurs in a light spectrum that may be visible to the eye or invisible until broken down with crystal prisms or even machines. This full light spectrum is a powerful way to measure energies. NASA has been using this science for decades with their deep space exploration projects. So with this knowledge, they can measure the various elements and gases on other planets using light waves and refractivity. So we're going to talk about the vibrational model now. Using sound waves, which is frequency, we have the foundation of how bats and submarines use sound and echolocation or to find out where they're at or to hunt. A bat will emit a high-pitched sound that will bounce back if it hits an object. Submarines, likewise, send out pings that can do the same thing. The rate of time it takes to receive a bounce back measures the distance of the object from the source. Both light and sound are the foundation to bioresonance and the science behind 5Strand testing. So you'll notice that there are different wavelengths, there are different radiation types, and the scale of wavelength for many different things that we have within our environment. According to Dale, McCusick, Oshman, and Gerber, all noted scientists and practitioners, all beings emit energy and are sensitive to the electromagnetic radiation from their surroundings. And that brings us to bioresonance. Based on Tesla's work, when 5Strands began to study and use bioresonance, they compared the light frequencies of human subjects to the electromagnetic frequencies of several organic and inorganic objects. From food items to environmental and mineral agents, the 5Strands assessments look at how a human's energy signature is absorbed or repelled by the wavelengths of over 900 items. If items vibrate together, they are said to be in resonance. If they do not, they are said to be disharmonic, and this could indicate a potential sensitivity at the cellular level. This potential sensitivity is the hallmark of their testing and the basis of understanding a functional approach to holistic health and nutrition. This testing does not identify allergic responses like the immunoglobulin antibody tests some of my colleagues use, which include IgA, IgD, IgE, IgG, and IgM. Nor can this testing diagnose health conditions like neurotransmitter imbalances, cellular or systemic inflammation, or leaky gut syndrome. It also cannot be construed as a way to avoid seeking medical care for these or other health challenges like cancer, but it is an economical and proactive first step that can be fairly reliable for people to take control of their own wellness. When a person knows what can be incompatible to their body, they can be empowered to make significant lifestyle changes that can reduce inflammation at the cellular levels and likewise reduce organic and oxidative stress to the cells in the brain. Knowledge is power, and this power allows people to take back their health in a very personalized way. The number one question that we fielded is, my report indicated that I can't eat anything anymore. What do I eat? That's a really good question. Your report is derived from a sample of known items that people can have varying levels of sensitivity towards. This individualized report can be analyzed by a skilled provider to determine appropriate dietary recommendations for lifestyle wellness. Every human being can eat something, and we might have to change diets in the short term to help our bodies heal from any inflammation that they might have. But that doesn't mean that we're barred from foods forever. The second question is, I have made all the necessary changes and I'm not seeing results. What did I do wrong? Again, with healthy lifestyle changes, there are no rights or wrongs. Every step that you take is a positive step. But sometimes your body has an underlying or chronic condition that cannot be diagnosed through bioresonance. In this case, after you've done what you needed to do, a private consultation would be warranted to screen for the possibility of these conditions. A possible referral can then be made for more specific and personalized testing with a skilled and recognized functional medicine provider. Bioresonance doesn't provide all the answers, but it provides great starting steps for you. If you're still having problems after 90 to 120 days, then this is the time to be proactive and say, I've done X, Y, and Z, and now I need some more help because I'm not seeing the changes that I had hoped to see. It's not a limitation of the test, and it's not a fault that you have. It just may simply be that your body needs more intensive work that a skilled provider would need to bring to the table. And so for more information, or if you have questions, I am available for private consultations at Downey's Wellness Integrative Health Services in Ellsworth, Maine. You can see my telephone number and my website. I am happy to take the time to speak with you, happy to get to know you, and very, very happy to be able to present this information for 5Strands. I wish you the best on